So the boys are coming out, young lads, all the Indigenous lads. I think this is one round everyone looks forward to during the year, Adam.
Yeah, everyone gets around it, and there's a few boys there from, is that Mahoney doing the dancing?
Yeah, I think it's Mahoney from Denman. He's a young boy that's played for Denman this year, the guy out the front. Really good to see. So the voice you'll hear is Waylon Boney. He's going to be talking about the Indigenous round. You may not be picking much of that up, but nevertheless.
And I'd like to acknowledge the country. So I never acknowledge the people because people are we always think that the least important. We always forget about the country. So I'd like to acknowledge her as our mother, I'd like to acknowledge that she gives us everything, that she gives us freely, and that the law existed in the country long before the people. So we are like really, and our culture will always live in the country. If we want to learn about our place, know more about our place, then all we have to do is live. It's really important. I'd like to pay respect to and acknowledge Miami, our creator, who lives in the sky, who's made on the caves out at Rome and places like that. I'd like to acknowledge that everything in between mother and the father is our brothers and sisters, and that they are a part of us and we are a part of them. And that we, at one point in our life, were, we come from the country. We are born from the country. Everything that comes from here, like this smoking here, it's exactly the same as us. It's conceived, it's born, has growth, has changed, and then has a death, just like us. When we die, we go back to the mother, we go back to the dust, our water goes back to the water. Our spirit comes from this place. All of us, so we all have a responsibility and obligation to look after our country. So we're going to do the smoking ceremony, which is really important, and hopefully it just goes off everywhere. People can come up and walk through the smoke as they want. The players on both sides walk through the smoke. It's about bringing in all our ancestors. We're all born from this country. We all come from this place. Our food that comes from this place. Our dust, our water comes from this place. It's really important that we acknowledge that we all have a responsibility. Let's bring in all our ancestors from this country to come and teach us and share with us, look after us and guide us. Sends all our ancestors home, which is okay, because no matter where we walk in this country, we're always connected. We could walk from the east coast to the west coast and always be put in our family, always be safe in this country. And that's why we lived in peace for a very long time. In our country, we have no wars, we have no jails, we have no temples, we have nothing. There's no evidence in this country, there's no mass burials, there's no battlefields or battlegrounds, there's no castles, there's no fences. Fences were built to keep people out. So our people could walk and be looked after all the way across this country, from the east coast to the west coast, and share with one another. If the law existed in the country long before we ever did, and the law in this country of the natural world is giving, then we should all start. That's something we need to think about, is how can we start giving back or give to one another, look after one another, and start going back to the law, or the rules, or the knowledge that was practiced in this country long before we ever did. So we're going to put the leaves on, and while that smoke goes around, my brothers here are going to dance, all the young fellas, pretty much all the local young fellas here that are born here, grew up here. So it's very proud. They all play for the, most of them play for the Rams anyway. Well, how about one point? Playing together. Alright, so put your hands together for all our dancers anyway.
Yeah, everyone. So before I start, just want to say, great day to be double. grandmother. Gomoe, yeah, she's from Gomoe. And I always like to say, Yami, Yama, they Gomoe, Walla, and Yami, Nalo, Ramo, Mara, Mala, Nala, Down, Due, and Nobel. Mariam Gando, Mardo, Gago, Nabal, Nalo, and Nalo. And I just think, yeah, we're from Gomoe country. Pay respect to everything around us, Mother Earth. As an Aboriginal person, my responsibility is there. So yeah, we're going to dance. Three dances for you. So, yep. Right for so. How's that weather?
Adam, it's pretty good, eh?
Yeah, always good to watch that.
Ladies and gentlemen, how fantastic was that? And at the end of the day, we thank the Wanneroo people of this community and also the great dancers I can see out there today. And down today, they try to come up all the time. Thanks, one. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together again, please. What a fantastic show they put on. And also, as Wayne said, players are welcome to walk through this playing.
So the Indigenous dancing and the smoking ceremony there, greatly appreciated by the crowd.
Pleasing smoke.
Welcome everybody today. I'd like to thank you all for coming down. Firstly, I'd like to thank Aberdeen for being a part of today. Great to have Waylon and the young guys come down and perform for us today. One thing with the Rams that we're trying to do, we've always had a proud Indigenous background. A lot of Indigenous players play for our club, and it's all about bringing our community together. Whatever your background is, coming together, putting on that blue and gold jersey. So, for everyone that's here today, supporting the Rams, I'd like to welcome you and thank you all for coming down. And I'd like to present Waylon with an Indigenous jersey as a thank you for coming down and doing this today.
All 4 teams stayed on the field just there, didn't they, Adam? And
Yeah, it's
for
good
that,
to see.
how good was that?
Yeah.
And referees are out now, so Darren Whitmore is going to referee. But I'll shut up now and listen to Gus Petman, who is our MC. He's going to go on with the minute silence we spoke about earlier. Both first grade sides went back in the shed, Gretchy.
Yeah, last minute talks and...
Yeah, last minute talks and getting together. I see the referees are out there. So Darren is on. He's the main guy today. Tyrese Anderson is one touchy and Ethan Eyre is the other touchy. Ethan, we didn't get him a start yesterday, but it was his sort of debut for the Devils in first grade. He's only 17. Too, by the way.
Yeah,
young Ethan.
Wasn't scared to put his hand up, which is good to see.
Absolutely. And, of course, Anthony Cupillo's out there. He's a first aid officer and league safe for the Rams. Great bloke. Aberdeen taking the field and they'll all line up there now. Matty Hay is the captain coach of the Aberdeen Tigers. We did go over those teams earlier. You'll hear us calling them. Huey Collins is there as number 14. Aidan Edwards has come off a reserve grade game.
It's number 20.
Number 20 is the only guy we don't know who that is, Adam. Here's the Rams, the home team, led capably by Adam Grew.
There's a few Slim Shadys out there too.
Yeah, a couple of bleached boys. I think Bailey Ellis has even had a bleached
I don't know
melon.
what's going on there.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to invite our Honourable Mayor, Stephen Reynolds, and also Adam Reynolds' family, wife and children. If I can invite them out here for a minute silence and say a few words. Yep, I've got Wayne Langton. Sorry, I wasn't getting that. Wayne Langton, can I also get yourself out here, please, mate? Thank you. I'll just pass over to Stephen Reynolds.
Just on behalf of the family, I'm definitely up to be here today. That he did that job. They couldn't make it. But Steps covered up. Possible to make it in his back, but that's the Rams. And no big club. No, what makes the league so close is my brother Helby, not the Rams, but all the other clubs. But in particular, Adam loves the boy with very. Can't wait to be that's where he makes it through for the kid, right through to him playing in the old boy stage, travelling away to the Gold Coast. We do really think Muswellbrook for acknowledging this, and that's where the message from Beck and the family down at him. This is where mateship grows. This is where the loyalty and bonds grows between blokes and players. Goes beyond the field and just put on a footy jersey, picking up the bloke next to you. So wish the team all the best today. But it's about the bloke next to you keeping that mateship and have the best time of your life. So good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Langdon family, I've asked you to say thanks to the Mustard Ranch. Selma Langdon was a great stalwart of this club as well. He stood in the grandstand, many games, the gold, the rain, and watched this great game of Cool Rugby League, and especially the Mike Mustard Ranch. So on behalf of the Langdon family, I'd like to pass on thank you to the Mustard Ranch for honouring her today. And if we can bow our heads for a minute of silence, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Today we remember Adam, Reggie, Reynolds and Thelma Langdon. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Well said, Gussie Petman, Gretchy. Great to see Lingo out there, and also Reggie. Tough job that for both boys and families, and yeah, absolutely. So the first grade clash will kick off very, very shortly. I think Dave Manane is not backing up for first grade, Adam.
No, doesn't look like it.
There is some Bleach boys. Nathan Cridlin was the guy in reserve grade that I didn't recognise with his with his bleached melon.
Might have to bleach my hair next week.
No, if you had any, you might have to just do your beard. Yeah, very tough day for the both families there. And well done to the Muswellbrook Rams for acknowledging that. We're only maybe a minute or so from kick-off here at the Olympic Park in Muswellbrook. What a great afternoon, Gretchy.
Mate, perfect afternoon.
How good is it for football, mate?
It's awesome. Looks pretty dry too.
Food looks sensational. Food looks sensational here. There's not much of hardly any breeze at all. Beautiful sunny day. And this will be a great clash between the Aberdeen Tigers and the Muswellbrook Rams.
Aberdeen kicking off. I think they'll have a big defensive set here.
Yeah, they're Aberdeen will be running to the railway end, and we are right on target. Right on target. Tommy Dixon will do those honours. They've got to get him a ball.
On the Aberdeen side of this, number 1, Harris Douglas, Jack, right third, Cameron Bridge, number 4.
What do you reckon, Wade McKenzie first up, straight into Swaddling?
Benjamin, Halliwell, and 5.
Yeah, Wade McKenzie or Gruey, I reckon.
Here it is, the kick-off. Tommy Dixon kicks it high, goes straight down Joshy Moffat's throat, gives it to that man, McKenzie, charges at the defence. Good run from Macca. Gets up out to his own 30, 20 in from touch. Here's Toby Denyer, and Denyer gets the ball, charges down that short side, but well hit there by Trent Walker and Tommy Dixon. Button Button at dummy half, gives it to that man, Grew. Grew goes forward. Good hit. He's just shy of halfway, about 20 in from touch. Out of dummy half, Button gives it on to Ellis. He swings out of a tackle. Tried to put a hit on him there, Swaddling, but he got out of it. So here's Moffat. Moffat kicks a little chip down town, and that's going straight down the throat of number 2, which is Jack Price. And Price fields the ball about 8 metres out from his own line. Ball then goes to Harry Douglas. The one-iron charges up just over his own 10. Centre field, the one-iron. Josh Emery at dummy half, out the back to Ben Halliwell, and Halliwell gets the ball. He gets to his own 20, centre field. Good defence there from both sides in both sets of 6. Here's big Fitzy. Fitzy goes forward. 25 out. Good defensive set. Gretchy early.
Yeah, their line speed's pretty good here at the moment.
Emery out the back to Dixon. Dixon tries to puts a rush kick through. Plenty of pressure on him from Ellis, who belted him to the ground afterwards. But here's Spathis. He collects it about 32 from his own line. He gets to halfway. Hit there around the shoulders there by Swaddling. Still can't put him down. A little bit of a niggle, but nothing major. There's Dom Cooper. Goes under a high shot early. And who was that there? Vander Cummings. Clocked him around the chin, just under the throat. No harm done. He's up. And the Rams with a penalty, the first penalty of the game, inside the Aberdeen half, about 42 metres out from the Aberdeen try line. And here's Joshy Moffat. Kick for touch. That's yours, Adam. Over your head, which is not hard. Sorry,
Easy,
mate.
Easy.
Here's Cabello with the tap restart. He goes himself. He gets over the 30 metres and he's tackled there. 10 in from touch. 25 out from the Aberdeen line onto Denya, and Denya gets the ball, goes straight forward to Josh Emery. Good tackle there by the boys. Big Fitzy, and also Trent Walker over the top. 15 out from the Aberdeen line. Button onto Ellis. Ellis onto McKenzie. McKenzie charges forward to Swaddling, and he's put down well, and a good tackle there. Helped by Richard Graham. Centre field, been dragged back there. Still 18 metres out from the Aberdeen line, trying to fight to play the ball. No penalty. Here's Ellis, first receiver, out to Button. Button steps off his left, beats one, beats another to Luke Cameron.
No,
is he shied? Jordan Mulheron. I thought it was
good
Luke
footwork.
Cameron.
No, Mulheron to...
Great footwork by Jacob Button there, Gretchy.
Yeah, that was
Beat
good. 2
really ordinary attempts at tackle there for the Tigers, but Button got away. Early points, 4-0 to the home side, Muswellbrook Rams. That was too easy, Adam, wasn't it?
Yeah, Geordie gave him a bit of early ball, and he can worry the defensive line. So, and Luke Cameron backing up. It's good.
When was the last time Luke Cameron scored? I haven't seen that for a while. Good running, good support play by Luke. Good effort by Butto. They hung off him. He likes to get on the outside, doesn't he, Butto? And really did well. What were you pointing to Jordan Mulheron for?
It was Geordie who was running the ball.
It was too. My apologies.
Yeah.
What am I doing? I'm too used to looking at Jacob Button at 5'8". My bad, everyone. Yeah.
No, good start from us anyway. They got the penalty and they scored straight away. So that's a bit of a worrying sign for Aberdeen.
Yeah, out wide. I think I was more surprised that Jordan had that little left and right jink in his game.
I didn't think he was that quick either.
Yeah, Jordan Mulheron. Awesome performance there. Beat 2 guys cold. Here's Dennis Spathis. Thanks, Adam. So the main man comes back in to take over from Gretchy. Well done to Gretchy.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Fantastic job. And that
what a kick.
A kick attempt there, converted 6-0 in favour of the hometown Muswellbrook in the A+ Contracting and Poly Welding scoreboard. 6-0. We've had 5 minutes of play, and Geordie Mulheron, who I wrongly called Jacob Button. Butto won't argue when he sees the video over again because he'll take raps for that, but it was Geordie Mulheron. Great individual effort there to pick up Lukey Cameron. So here's the restart, straight down Jacob Button's throat. Gives it on to Wade McKenzie. Wade McKenzie gets up over his own 20 in from touch as well. Button at dummy half down this short side to Toby Denya, and he's hit well. Gets up over his 30 though. That first contact is still struggling. The post-contact meters by the Rams is really good. Here's Grew. Straight down the throat, unloads to Button. Button gets the ball, kinks off the left and tackled just before halfway by Shane Hasselman. And he's knocked the ball on in the play the ball there, right on halfway. The referee, Darren Whitbourne, has spotted something there. I missed it, Reggie.
Yeah, I apologise for those at home. There was a malfunction there when I was downstairs, so it'll be on the video. But Muswellbrook up 6-0 at the moment.
What do you mean malfunction?
Well, Gretchy's pressed the wrong button.
So we haven't been going?
Yeah, we've been going to the camera, but not on air. So to those listening at home and just join in, it's 5 minutes gone, 6 or 7 minutes gone, 6-0.
He's a hooker, mate.
he's not an IT specialist.
He's not an IT specialist. So,
but I thank him for filling in.
Well, yeah, we've got the video, and you'll get all the commentary of the Indigenous smoking ceremony, the whole lot. So and the 1 minute song. You did well, buddy, too, out there.
Thanks, mate. It was harder than a funeral.
Fantastic stuff. Really well deserved too for Adam and Thelly. Here's Aberdeen on the attack after that penalty. Sorry, after that scrum feed. Centre field they are. Big Fitzy's playing the ball to Josh Emery. They're 30 metres out. Tommy Dixon out wide now. On to out the back there. Is that Matty Hay or Richard Graham out there out wide? That's Matty Hay. Josh Emery at dummy half, and that's a penalty. Darren has found a rake in that. Play the ball. Tap restart. On to Swaddling. Swaddling goes there straight at good tackle there too by big Wade McKenzie. 15 metres out, I should say, out this left-hand side now. They come on to Harry Douglas from Dixon. Shrugs off Josh Moffat and he goes forward, but he's held well, and a good tackle there by Denyer. And Denyer, 5 metres in from touch, dragged him back. There's still 15 out from the Rams line. Here's Trent Walker. Short pass on to Fitzsimmons, and Fitzsimmons charges forward. Get good tackle around the legs by Ellis. They're only 10 out. Centre field, Emery onto Walker. Walker looks out the back to Tommy Dixon. Onto Hasselman. No, he goes himself. Good tackle there. It had to be made. About 8 metres out from the Rams line. They go down that right-hand side. Hasselman onto Matty Hay, the captain coach. Flick past it back to Tommy Dixon. Someone taken on suspicion. No damage done there. He'll play the ball. Last tackle. Still 10 out. Emery down the little kick there from dummy half. That was going absolutely nowhere, Josh. Not one of your best. But the defence was up in their face. So what's happening there now? He's pulled that game up there, Darren. It's a handover to the Rams. 10 out, directly in front of the post. Bailey Ellis is going to play the ball there now. 6-0 in favour of the Rams. We've had 9 minutes of play here in this game here at Olympic Park. Beautiful weather. I'll get Reggie to say a few things here in a minute. He's still busy, the IT specialist himself. Kane Cabillo takes the ball out now. This is where the backs need to get involved and take some pressure off the forwards. Here's Josh Moffat down a short side. He goes himself. Shows and goes. By the way, Josh did play for the Aberdeen Tigers last year, so he's with the Rams this year. Here's Grew. Charges forward. Good run by Adam Grew, as always. He's hitting a good tackle there. Just shy of halfway. Trent Walker was the tackler with Cummings. Out the back now to Ellis, on to Wade McKenzie, who's tackled centre field right on halfway by Adam Swaddling. It's the last tackle out the back to Josh Moffat. Moffat puts a big midfield bomb up. It's actually coming down nowhere. Where's over on the full? Not one of your best, Moffo?
No, definitely not one of his best. Sorry, I was just trying to check. We've got the referee mic'd up for sound today, and
he doesn't talk, Darren.
Darren, no. Just trying to grab a little bit from the distance, but
you'll get nothing.
An interesting start to the game, that's for sure. But that was not a finish to the set that they would have been looking for, Muswellbrook.
No, here's Fitzy. Fitzy just over halfway. They got that restart right on halfway. Short side down here. Here's Richard Graham, and Graham goes forward. Good run by him. He's about 35 out, 20 in from touch from the Rams line. Fitzy charges forward straight into the arms of Adam Crew and Luke Cameron. That wind's playing havoc here, Reggie.
It is, mate, at the moment.
Never mind,
picked up.
You get it. Here's Tommy Dixon charging around. Aberdeen look all over the place at the moment, Reggie. I don't know if you're watching the game. Still too busy trying to sort stuff out here. They'll go down this short side. Emery onto Trent Walker. Tries to go through. Flick pass it back to Emery. Onto Tommy Dixon. Short pass onto Fitzy. Beats one. Beats two. No. He's only 5 metres out. It's the last tackle, 20 in from touch. Short pass to Trent Walker, flicks it out the back onto Cameron French. Over onto Harry Douglas, the one-eyed looking for a gap. Nothing to be made there, but he's tackled about 2 metres out. That was the last. They still look a little bit disjointed, the Aberdeen Tigers. A little bit of opportunistic football that didn't have really much to go. They played that short side a few times there, Reggie. But in saying that, the Rams' defence was right on top of it.
A get-out-of-jail-free card for the coach there. He'd be... Aberdeen won't be happy, but for Muswellbrook to let off, that's for sure.
Good run by Dennis Spathis on the first. He gets up out of his own 10. Good tackle there too by, who was that? That was a winger. Lockie Payne. He got doubled over there. He's Chatty Jewson, and Chad Jewson beats 1, beats 2, and he's tackled on his own 30 by Trent Walker. Getting a lot of work done in defence, Trent Walker. Here's Josh Moffat, turns it under for Toby Denya, and Denya goes again. He gets up over his 30, but he's pushed back again by Richard Graham and Trent Walker. Both lines' defence is going well here. Good defence from both sides. Both teams are finding it really hard to go forward. Ellis plays it. It's the last button out the back to Geordie Mulheron. He's pressured. Well done by Matty Hay, but he got a good kick away to the one iron, and he's out the back, collects it about 18 out from his own line. Charges up over his 30, runs into the good tackle there by Grew and Moffat. Drag him to the ground, 35 out, centre field. Moffat goes to that right-hand side onto Cameron French, and he's hitting a good tackle there by Wade McKenzie and Luke Cameron. Just shy of halfway, here's Swaddling, gets up over halfway, good run. Both teams still finding their feet here, Reggie.
Yeah, they are at the moment, and Aberdeen, that structure that they normally had, and here we go now as we see a good break there, but look, watch Hasselman in the second half. This is how they played last weekend, and it took them a while to get into the game. And that's a good chip over the top from him.
Going near the corner, it's going to find touch, but in the dead ball area, in goal area. So that's a set of 7 from a 20 metre start.
Haas last weekend took to the second half to get his real formation with the players, and they came into the barriers against Greeta solid in the second half. So Muswellbrook really need to take and capitalise on these things at the moment in the early parts of the match.
Took a bad turn, that little chip over the top into that corner by Haas. So here's the Rams trying to get out from their own 20. They did have a set of 7. Dom Cooper got that ball. He's on to Ellis. Ellis is charging forward towards the halfway line. He's pulled down.
Has he
couple shot. Yes, there's a few boys out there bleached it. Spathis is the other guy.
Slim Shady. Oh.
Here's a high tackle. They haven't missed it. Helped by the crowd. No harm done.
No
Josh Emery. Josh Emery got his hand around more than his upper shoulder area, but
play on, let him play.
Yep.
He knew he'd done wrong. There was no dispute about it. So
yeah, well, when you got 13 blokes yelling out, referee's got no chance, really. That's down your throat, Reggie.
I won't be catching it.
Kick for touch by Josh Moffat. They're going to get the ball here. Kane Gabillo's going to have a tap restart. He gives it on to Denya. Had a couple of really good hit-ups so far, Denya. Charges up to the Aberdeen 20. 20 in from touch. It's 6-0 to the Rams. By the time he plays, it'll be on 20. Cubillo at dummy half gets the ball on to Wade McKenzie, and Wade McKenzie is hit really well by Hay. 12 metres out, directly in front of the posts. Goes on to Button. Button gives it on to Ellis, and Ellis, short pass on to Grew, trying to quick play the ball. 2 blokes lying in the ruck. Button will go himself. He's going to try. He's over. 2 guys left lying in the ruck. One of them was Matty Hay. The other was Harry Douglas, I think. And Jacob Button sniffed that out straight away. No one in behind the ruck, and a really good try there to the Muswellbrook Rams, which has taken it to 10-0. We've had on A+ contract in Polyworld scoreboard. We've had 15 minutes of play, Reggie. Another easy try.
It was an easy try there from dummy half, and the scramble defence wasn't there in behind the markers. But again, Grew is always on that front foot and winning the ruck. So it's that's one of the things they need to contain, the Tigers, in relation to that. That's Melmouth, I believe, coming onto the field. He had a big game last weekend in reserve grade.
Huey Collins is the other guy.
And so I think that is Brent Melmouth by the looks of it. Big game.
Melmouth.
Melmouth, yep.
Righto.
But as you just said then, that was just too easy. But blokes like him coming onto the field, and Huey Collins.
Well, they'll need him. They need him to go forward. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, mate, if you want to get a headset and jump on, you'll be fine.
Thanks. Hayden Fox, Mr. President's just brought drinks up for the crew.
Fix you up later.
Not the start that Aberdeen Tigers were looking for, Reggie.
No, most definitely not, mate. It's
Well, that penalty, that's the second try off the next set of 6 off 2 penalties that the Tigers have given away. So they're making every post a winner at the moment, the Rams. When they're down here inside the 20, they're scoring 2 tries.
Yeah.
This kick by Spathis.
Very important kick, especially at this stage of the competition. And as you alluded to earlier, and I know it wasn't on the live commentary for those listening at home, but this mathematically is the game that Aberdeen need to win.
Yes, and that's what we said earlier, Reggie. I know the listeners didn't get a chance to hear it.
He hit that. That nearly hit the crossbar.
Yeah, but it went over, didn't it? 12-0 on the A+ Contracting and Polyweld scoreboard. To the Muswellbrook Rams over the Aberdeen Tigers. We've had 16 minutes of play. Yeah, not the start the Tigers were looking for. There's 2 easy tries there, but Rams, their go forward is sensational at the moment. Here's Tommy Dixon with the restart. Kicks it down high. It's going straight down Josh Moffat's throat. He gives it on to McKenzie. No, he doesn't. Dummies engage himself. And he's belted for his trouble straight to Evander Cummings. But he's tackled in the end there by Benny Halliwell. Here's Denyer. Another good hit up by Denyer. He's looking for work all the time. Toby Denyer. He gets out to his own 30. 20 in from touch. 12-0 to the Rams. A must-win game for the Rams to try and get that, if all goes well,
a must-win game for
that minor semi-final home ground advantage if they can just continue to hold off Garita Brankston in that 3rd position. Jake Price has got the ball fielded after Muswellbrook kicked the ball down. He collected on his own 30, about 15 in from touch. Ball goes now on to Harry Douglas, the one-iron.
Taking a front row hit up, and the team's appealed for the penalty, the Aberdeen Tigers, for
all 12 of them.
And they've been given a penalty for a
bit
high
high
shot
from Luke Cameron. You don't see that very often, do you?
Oh, no.
From Luke. Sorry, Luke.
He knows we didn't miss the mark.
Here's the restart. Cameron French taps it, goes himself. Got it on his own on the Muswellbrook 40. He's made good 9 metres there. Ball goes out to Melmouth. No, that's Matty Hay, the coach.
Yep.
Good run by Matt.
A big game.
Yeah. 25 out, long pass out the back there to Tommy Dixon onto Trent Walker. Nowhere there. They overran him, his support play. Goes back across field, about 30 metres in fact, onto Hasselman. Hasselman's short pass, and they've called it forward.
Yeah, on the far side of the oval too. The ball was coming across to this grandstand, just let off side, and the numbers were there over on the far side when Walker tried to go back there, but I don't think the chip was the option. Just put it through the hands.
Just through the hands, finish in the corner at the very worst. But anyway, let off there. And another set of 6 that really didn't amount to anything by the Tigers. So the Rams will have a scrum feed, 20 in from touch, 20 out from their own line. 12-0 here. We've just had 19 minutes of play. Spathis from the scrum base gets the ball. He comes to a stop, which is a no-no, but he got belted for his troubles by big Matty Hay. Here's Kane Cabillo off the dummy half, and he takes it forward, and he runs straight into the waiting arms of Trent Walker, who wrestles him to ground. 5 metres made. Here's McKenzie. McKenzie's going forward, and he runs straight into number 15, which is Huey Collins. He's on the field. And Josh Emery. Good defender, Josh Emery, the hooker, Reggie.
Yes, most definitely. He's been consistent all year since he's been in the top grade.
Good run by Bailey Ellis. He's up over his own 40. Another Aberdeen player left lying in the ruck, and over the halfway line goes Adam Grew. It's the last. Everyone appealing for another high tackle, not given. Here's Josh Moffat, quick off his feet, and he's belted for his troubles. Out the back to Geordie Mulheron, flick pass, a good pass indeed, and Mulheron gets the ball away, goes straight down Benny Halliwell's throat, charges forward into the arms of Bailey Ellis and Dennis Spathis. There's no fullback at home. Here's Harry Douglas, the one-iron. Only makes a couple of metres, but he's tackled just shy of his own 40, about 25 in from touch. 12-0 in favour of the Rams. We've had 20 minutes on the button of play here.
I'd turn him around right now if I was Tommy Dixon. The fullback's still not back.
Yeah, he's getting back there, but he's just made 2 tackles. Right on halfway. Here's Swaddling. Swaddling goes forward. Short flick pass to Frenchie. Frenchie gets the ball. He's stepped in through one. He's only got button to beat. He hasn't got the speed he used to. It's gone to ground. Try to unload it. That was 6 to go, he's called.
Yes, it was hit by a Muswellbrook defender. It's been collected by young Emery right in front of the uprights. On
5
the
out.
railway inside. That's a
Is that a
professional
penalty?
That's
got to be a penalty for Josh Moffat, has he? He has.
That's 10 minutes for Josh Moffat.
Can't really argue with that, Reggie.
Definitely cannot. So,
yeah, that's a big loss. 19 minutes to go. 12-0 up on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard, and their chief playmaker has been binned for 10 minutes for a professional foul.
So it can't happen until he's off the field.
Okay, he's 2 metres from it.
He's taking his time, but here we go. Now play's underway. Here we go. This is where Aberdeen will be dangerous.
Yeah, tap restart from Emery. Good tackle there.
Wade McKenzie on Richie Graham.
Yes, Emery at the back, long pass into Tommy Dixon. Tommy Dixon shows and goes. He goes himself. I thought he was going to give it out to Trent Walker. Never mind. He's back on to number 15, Huey Collins there.
20 metres in from this grandstand
Cummings at dummy half. Dummy out the back to Dixon, on to Hasselman. Hasselman, long pass out the back to the one-iron. One-iron gets the ball on to Cameron French. Cameron French gives it to Jack Price, and Jack Price is in the corner, Reggie. Went good set of hands, but Definitely. They're one down.
From one side of the field to the other, they're 20 metres in from this grandstand side, and just good shape, good movement, and executed perfectly. You've got to give that a 10 too.
A 10?
A 10, the way they executed that.
Okay. I didn't know we were ranking plays, but we'll do that. Never mind, that was good. Good on them.
Well, we've seen some lacklustre attempts at the moment from Aberdeen. It's easy to say.
Well, they needed that, didn't they?
They most definitely did, and they just made utilisation of the sin binning of, like you said, their chief playmaker, Josh Moffat, put in the sin bin.
Swaddling's off, by the way, and Melmouth is on. So he's done a good job. Swaddling, good go forward. It's been a good forward clash so far too, by both sides.
You watch this fella though. I watched him in reserve grade last week. And,
haven't seen him.
Fantastic.
Trent Walker's getting through a mountain of work out there, Reggie, in defence. I'll give you the tip.
Yeah, him and young Josh Emery. Been very impressive.
Absolutely. And for the Rams, Bailey Ellis has tackled well, and so too has Toby Denyer. Toby Denyer would nearly be in double figures hit-ups at the moment. He'd be very close indeed. 12-4 here on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard.
And just a quick update from down there in Singleton at the moment. Half times, game first grade 38, defeating Singleton 0 at the moment. And
this game was late to start.
Wow, 38-0 at half time.
Yeah, that's not good. Is that up at Scone, Reggie?
No, that's down at Singleton.
Yeah, the old boys will be quiet down there today.
Well, mate, you can't quieten down them old boys at Singleton. They pull a good crowd all the time. Luke Holtz would still be giving lip.
Oh, he would not, would he?
It's a great kick.
Good
That's
kick
fantastic.
From Josh Emery. I didn't know Josh Emery kicked goals.
Well, he just showed you that he can.
Goodness me.
From the 10 metres in from the
one iron usually do it?
Yeah, well,
Harry Douglas?
You've got a number of kickers out there. Cameron French.
Tommy Dixon.
Yeah. Shane Hasselman.
Good kickback by the Tigers, and as we've said, they made the most of that one-man up opportunity there due to that binning of Josh Moffat. So Moffat will come back. Roughly 7 minutes to go in this first half. We've got just under 16 to go here. Here's the kick restart. Goes down to Tommy Dixon, gives it on to Huey Collins, and Huey Collins runs up over his own 10, about 15 out, 15 in from touch. Good tackle by Denyer and McKenzie. Dixon at dummy half onto Trent Walker. Short pass on to Melmouth. Melmouth gets the ball. He's tackled centre field, about 22 metres out. Good tackle there by Geordie Mulheron. Here's Trent Walker off the dummy half. Shows and goes, and he nearly busts a tackle. He made a good ground there. He got through Bailey Ellis, but he did trip him up a little bit. Finished by Toby Denyer. Here's number 4, and that is Evander Cummings. He's had a good season, Evander, and a couple of, even when they're losing, Evander's been the highlight of the Aberdeen side. Here's a kick downtown there by Hasselman. They need that to blow, and that will go over the dead ball. A set of 7. That's the second time Hass has done that. He won't be pleased with himself, Reggie.
No, both hands go on the head in frustration, of course. But here we go. Muswellbrook now with the tap restart through Bathurst.
Yeah.
Not much
centre field. Here's Luke Cameron, straight off Button.
Oh, good shot by Matty
Really
Hay.
good tackle there on his own 30, about 18 in from touch. Matty Hay, good tackle. Button at dummy half onto Grew. Grew charges at the line. He makes good 10 metres. Josh Emery and Richie Graham there in the defence. Button, dummy half, gets it on to, that's Chatty Jewson. Jewson gets the ball up over his own 40. Just shy, centre field of halfway. Here's Wade McKenzie charging through. He's beaten 1, 2, 3. He gets to the 30. He gets to the 20. Big Mac has tackled 15 out centre field from the Aberdeen line. Quick play the ball. Button gets the ball. He gets it out to Jordan Mulheron. Puts a little kick through. It came off an Aberdeen player and he gets it back as 6 to go here by Jordan Mulheron. Cameron at dummy half onto Adam Grew. Adam Grew beats 1. He's tackled. He's only a metre or 2 out. He's going to drill over. They didn't finish the tackle. They laid off him.
They literally just had hold of him and thought the referee thought the referee was going to call hell, but he took one step and spun himself and he's over the try line.
Matty Hay and Harry Douglas on the ground. They're not happy with themselves, and I think there might have been one more in there as well, but good running. Geordie Mulheron's having a blinder, Reggie.
You'd really have to watch that back on YouTube to get a realisation of how easy that one was. To be honest with you, was the tackle complete? Well, no, it wasn't. But
no, he was still going.
Still moving, and then he just, an extra surge. Like he hit the line and sort of succumbed to the tackle, then ripped himself around and scored the try.
Well done to the Rams. They're a man down, 16 points to 6 on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. There's just under 13 minutes to go here in the first half at Olympic Park. Beautiful afternoon, Reggie.
Oh, it's fantastic. The weather's really turned it on for today. The wind does pick up and there's 1 minute you're going for your jacket, but no, it is perfect.
Well, the Rams didn't worry about it being a man down through that Button and Mulheron area out on that left-hand side. What a run by Wade McKenzie.
Yeah,
he broke them open. He busted them open, and that was all on the back of his fantastic run. He left a string of blokes lying on the ground, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He look, weren't easy defenders either. Trent Walker was there, Melmouth, got through, and of course he even beat the fullback. He just tripped himself up going over the top of him. Yeah,
there's one thing I can let people know. If you're going to go high on Wade McKenzie, you're going to suffer the indignation, the embarrassment of getting belted on your backside. You've got to go low. Simple as that.
Well, I've been a big one, Benko, and we've spoken about if you're going to go for the big hit on the big fellas, use the ball and their body weight and go to the ground.
Yeah, here's Spath is trying to convert.
Everyone's trying to be a hero. Pull off the good shot for the video.
Call it, Reggie.
He's kicked it over.
Well done. 18 points to 6, 3 converted tries to 1. 11 and a half minutes to go in this first grade clash here at Olympic Park and the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. Favour of the Rams. Tigers didn't need that, did they?
No, not with one man down after what they just put on. That was...
They should have went on with that. That was ordinary defence. Tommy Dixon with the kick restart. Long and high. Oh. Goes straight down. Toby Daniel. Here's that man again. McKenzie going to go straight at the defence, and he's belted. And
Huey Collins
and also Benny Halliwell. Look at the Rams, full of running. Well done to them all. Dom Cooper charges forward, just shy of his own 30, about 25 in from touch. Here's Grew, goes forward to the centre field.
You're right. I just did an observation. Usually I'm calling the match. Everyone is going high on all players. There's no one trapping around the legs.
Yeah, it's a lost art, Reggie. Here's Luke Cameron, gets a ball in traffic. He had 2 or 3 blokes hanging off and he got it onto Button, who made another extra couple of metres. He's just shy, 20 in from touch, shy of halfway. Here's Jordan Mulheron's taken over the kicking duties. A midfield bomb. It's going straight down Halliwell's throat. Plenty of pressure from Kane Cabello. He falls down and well finished off there by Dom Cooper and Kane Cabello. They're all offside.
Yes, every single one of them.
Every single player's offside. Nevertheless, I think it's going both ways, Reggie.
Yeah, the consistency at least. That's all we ask for when it comes to refereeing.
Here's the Aberdeen Tigers. Here's Melmouth. He goes forward and he's belted in a good tackle there by Grew and Luke Cameron. 42 out from his own line, centre field. Emery at dummy half, out the back to Hasselman. Hasselman puts a little kick over that, looking for a 40-20. It didn't work. He was inside the 40 anyway, but he did find touch about 18 metres out, 15 metres out, I should say, from the Rams line.
What's been called here?
That's not a 40-20, was it? He was over his own 40.
He was over it. What's it going to be called here?
To play the ball to Spathis. He's going to play the ball.
Some good debating, though, from Haas, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But in the ear of the referees, he's run downfield.
Yeah. Haas is not known for that, is he?
Oh, you might put him in a position all these times. Yeah, no, he's... Mate, that's an art in itself, being able to, influence it. Oh, Melmouth has absolutely just crunched.
Poor old Lockie Payne.
Oh,
and he's dropped the ball and to play the ball. Poor old Payne, but the Rams are appealing that Matty Hay and who's that? Melmouth may have got a shoulder in that and forced the ball loose.
I didn't see anything in that.
Referee Darren Whitbourne will call that a loose carry, but Lockie Payne was on his back, so he had the ball, hold the ball up near his shoulder, but unfortunately for Payne, it come loose. So here's a good position for the Tigers.
Yeah,
what are they, 25, 26 metres out from the Rams line?
Moffat is back on, defending out here in the centres.
8.5 minutes to go, so Rams are back full strength. Gets to Cummings, short pass. That wasn't on, Reggie. Talk about that. There was no advantage played to Dom Cooper.
Not off the scrum.
Not off the scrum. Cummings threw a backhanded pass on to Ben Halliwell, right at his toes. Never going to pick that up on the first. And that's the sort of thing, you get those opportunities, you've got to make the most of them, Reggie, because they don't come along very often.
No, and I've never coached at the top grade, but I've done plenty of commentary. But right now, as a coach, you'd be absolutely filthy about that play. Like you should
first.
Yeah,
and that was a gift to the Rams.
Just a gift
for the Rams.
Just set up for the next play. No, don't just score off every play.
No. Patience.
It's like a chess game, as I said. Chess game plays it. Position, position, position.
Yes, that's Chatty Jewson off the scrum base. Gets the ball. He's Button onto Grew. They came down. They're up. Grew makes his own 40, and he's going to blow a penalty. He's lifted. When he was going forward, they lifted his legs, and he just nosedived it into the turf, but enough for a penalty, and that's another piggyback penalty to the Rams, and they'll appreciate this.
7 minutes left in this first half of football. That's 18-6 on the A+ contracting and polywelding scoreboard.
This will come straight down your throat, Reggie.
I'm not touching
Get under it.
Please don't put those words together.
He's at Kane Cabillo over halfway here. On to Denya. Tap restart to Denya. And he's tackled. 20 in from touch. 38 out from the Aberdeen line. Here's Dom Cooper. Dom Cooper gets the ball. Sorry, that's Dylan Jordan. My apologies. Dylan Jordan tackled right on the 30. Centre field out to Grew. Grew out the back to Jordan Mulheron. Luke Cameron overran him, but Mulheron went himself and he's tackled 20 out. Centre field from the Aberdeen line. 18 points to 6. A try here could really split them right open here. Here's Grew off the dummy half. Charges forward and he's tackled about 10 out. Another tackle by Emery and Walker down this short side. Here's Moffat. Moffat short go-to pass to Daniel. He scored a try. Beautiful little run there by Daniel, straight off the hip of Josh Moffat. They've put the Tigers to bed here early in this first half. 6 minutes to go.
Was that a triple pump though?
That was a double pump.
I think there was a
they should have really read that, but he deserved that try, Toby Daniel. And no sooner has Josh Moffat been back on the field after his stint in the sin bin. He not only caused that error down there, Reggie, when the Evander Cummings tried to flick past that ball, but he also set that try up there to Toby Denya, who's had a really good game so far, Denya. And that's 22 points to 6 on the A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard.
And now you see the big fella making his
exit.
Wade McKenzie making a... And
Clayton Myers going on for Wade.
Just before half-time. That's definitely...
5 minutes to go here before half-time, and Spathis will try and
it all comes back
convert it. Just mistakes.
That error on
just
the scrum.
Real simple errors from the first tackle from that scrum food. They could have set themselves up there, the Tigers, but unfortunately they let that go to waste. Look at the body language from the Tigers in the in-goal, Reggie. No one's talking at all there, mate.
Well, Matty Hayes...
Heads are down.
starting to do a bit of talking down there now, but
Heads are down.
I mean, the body language of Shane Hasselman sort of says it for me. He's a bit deflated from that first few kicks that he's put down there. But like I said, he brought them to life in the second half. There are two halves to a game of football.
Well, they need to
and as I say,
dial that second half football in, Reggie, because I'm telling you, 24 points to 6 if Spathis kicks this. I don't want to call it early.
No, I'm still, mate. Like I said, after watching Aberdeen come out of the barriers in the second half last weekend against Greater Branxton, you can't write it off, and 2 points counts, and he just put him over.
Yep, that's it. Hasn't missed one, Dennis.
They all count, but as I say, these very crucial 2 points conversions at the moment. And of course, Aberdeen has the midweek game up there on Wednesday night in reserve grade against Greater Branxton, so no football.
Where's it gone?
There's one down there in the Ingole areas with the kids playing.
The little ball boys are just walking over there. It's a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, let them have.
They've got other things on their mind.
They're talking about
what, ball boy?
Pokemon and what is it these days? I can't
Is
keep
Pokemon
up.
still a thing?
Oh, I don't know. That's what I said. No, I'm not really. Oh, that kick out's going to go close to being out in the full. Oh.
Well done by Josh Moffat. On to Denya, that man himself. He's had a great game so far, Toby Denya.
The defence now with the individual plays from Aberdeen have been really consistent. And as you see here,
there's Dylan Jordan going through two would-be defenders there. Is that Dom Cooper, is it?
Yeah.
Struggling to see some of these boys. Here's Grew. I can see him. He's got that distinctive running style and he fends them off really well. Comes down this sideline. Ben Halliwell takes him along with Trent Walker. Real quick play. The balls. They're controlling the ruck speed, the Rams. Gets up over halfway, and that is number 12, and that is Toby Denya again. On his own 40, button at dummy half, out the back to Spathis. Throws a dummy. The other player who's looking for was about 20 metres away, but nevertheless, he goes himself. It's the last. Still shy of halfway. Another Aberdeen player left lying in the ruck. Ordinary pass from dummy half, Reggie.
Terrible pass from Button. Very terrible.
Was that Button or was it Spathis?
No. Button, and it's a turnover to Aberdeen on the 40-metre line, centre of the field.
Okay, 2.5.
20 seconds remaining on the clock.
What can they do, Reg? They need to score.
They need someone to lead them forward, and here goes Millmouth. And like I said, I watched him play. He's
lost it, and he's raked it. He's called a rake by Lukey Cameron, has he?
Yeah, I think it might have been Grew in there.
No, him and Grewy were in there together on Millmouth.
Well, here it is. This is the opportunity before half-time that Aberdeen need.
Well, they've got 2 minutes to build up to something worthwhile, Reggie. Here's Trent Walker off the tap restart from Emery. He's tackled. They're directly in front of the post, but the 25 metres out. Emery goes down that right-hand side onto Millmouth, and he charges forward, and he's tackled. 15 out from the Rams line. Centre field, Emery appealing to the referee. Quicker play the ball. Here's Hasselman. Hasselman gives it back inside to Emery. Emery beats one. He beats two, and he's charging at the line. He's just pulled down a couple of metres shy, 1 metre in fact. Hugh Collins at dummy half. Out to the right-hand side, long pass to Hasselman. He dummies one way, goes the other, and he's hitting a really good tackle. He still stands. He gets it onto Tommy Dixon, and Tommy Dixon is back slammed there. Really good tackle. Who's that? Josh Moffat. Ball goes out there to Matty Hay, and Matty Hay's trying to get there. It's only one out, stuffed by the Tigers. Ball goes out there to Tommy Dixon. Tommy Dixon puts a little grubber kick through. Did the Muswellbrook boy knock that on? No, he said it went backwards and he collected it. Who was that saved that, Reggie?
I think it might be Denya.
It was. He's in everything, Toby Denya. The defence from Aberdeen's up really quick.
Can they force an error? 50 seconds remaining in this first half.
Button at dummy half, gives it on to Chatty Jewson. Tackled on his own 10. Ball goes there. He drops it at dummy half, and they want to scrum pack very, very quickly. There's 30 seconds to go before half time. Muswellbrook are doing everything they possibly can to lengthen this time out. Darren Whitbourne. What do we got? 23 seconds, Reggie?
23 seconds on the clock. What have they got? It's at the base of the scrum, 10 metres out, 10 metres to the right of the uprights heading towards the railway tracks, Aberdeen Tigers.
Harry Douglas is there. It's Hasselman's going to try and feed the scrum.
So you've got one play.
No, they'll have 2.
Oh, I think they'll try and overrun it.
They went down the ball and Trent Walker comes out of the scrum base onto Cameron French, and he gives it on to Jack Price, who scored in the corner. Everyone expected him to come down the left-hand side of the field, but Trent Walker grabbed the ball out of the scrum and at the base of the scrum and went down that right-hand side. Shane Hasselman jumped out of feeding it, went straight to first receiver. Beautiful quick hands by the Aberdeen Tigers as a half-time siren goes in the background.
I wish I called it because I saw it happening. You could tell that I saw it.
What don't you see?
I know, I literally saw it, the way that Trent Walker went into that scrum and the amount of talk coming. I thought this is going to be a blindside play here. Trent Walker off the blind, but good ball by him. I thought he might have tried to go himself.
Well, in the words of the great Gus Gould, they did need to be the next to score.
Yes.
Captain Obvious.
Like I said, every 2 points counts, and now Josh Emery's got a difficult kick from the sideline.
Reggie, yeah, and this will be, this is what they can go into the sheds at half time to try and say, well, we've gifted Muswellbrook, a couple of real soft tries. So what can we do in the second half to get back into this game?
Muswellbrook will have to come out strong because, as I said, they make me very nervous, Aberdeen Tigers, in the second half. They seem to pull something extra out. If you're on top, that doesn't really matter. And like I said, they've got a couple of big weekends coming out. And this is their season right now. If they can pull off an upset in the second half, that puts a lot of wind in their sail.
Here's Josh Emery trying to convert here. Make it 24 points to...
You're backing him in. He's got the wind behind him.
I was going to say 12, but he's kick it, moves in.
Oh,
no, he doesn't look confident.
Oh, he's kicked
turn it up!
He doesn't look confident.
Oh, he looked like he got more ground and dirt than the actual ball, but the 24 points to 12. What a kick from the sideline from Josh Emery. What can't he do, the young lad, on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard here at Olympic Park. Beautiful afternoon, and the Rams will go into the sheds at half-time. 24 points to 12 up. They didn't need that try just before half-time. They've been a man down. Both teams did score during that little stint by Josh Moffat in the bin. The Rams are going into the sheds. They'll have some searching to do and say, well, we shouldn't have really allowed that. Whereas the Tigers, they've got something to build on. Just very quickly, Reggie, I think Toby Denyer and Josh Moffat have been outstanding. So has Gruey and Wade McKenzie. For the Tigers, they're just a little bit disjointed for me. And those couple of real soft defensive efforts there that allowed the Rams to get through. Trent Walker's been outstanding in defence, and I think only that one little hiccup there where Wade McKenzie went through about 5 blokes. But other than that, the Rams have certainly been the dominant team.
For me, it's been those 4 you spoke of, but also Geordie Mull here.
Outstanding, Geordie.
Rightio, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for the second half action. And we're back for the second half action, Benko. Just having some words there with a few former greats.
One former great. Wayne Langdon.
What does he say?
Lengo come up and had a quick yarn behind the... he made some very interesting points about this game. A sensational coach. Lengo. He made a really good point of Butto at hooker. When he's picking the ball up from dummy half, and it's something that not a lot of people would have seen, Reggie, but instead of appealing all the time for the referee to, slow play the ball, he's picking the ball up too close to the guy that's just playing the ball, and he's crowding himself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's little things, those little 1% things that can certainly help him be a better hooker.
No, I have to agree.
He's a good hooker, don't get me wrong, but it's just something that Lengo picked up there really well. And the other thing, he wants to see young Josh Moffat. He really wants to see him back himself down that short side. Take the players on. Take them on.
Most definitely. Couldn't agree more, mate, with that.
So both teams are back on the park now here in the second half. It's 24 points to 12 on the A+ Contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. Second half, the Rams will be running towards the railway end for those people familiar with Olympic Park. It's a must-win for the Rams. They can try and shore up that third position on the table, Reggie, but it is equally as important for the Tigers. And Reggie, we can say here right now that if the Tigers fail to win this game, their season is virtually gone.
Oh, most definitely.
Mathematically, that is too.
Most definitely, mate. It's one of those things. They've got to really aim up here. So
just waiting for the touch to get in position. Here's Spathis with the second half restart. Big deep kick goes straight down to Haas, and Haas gives it off to Melmouth. That is charges at the line. Good run too by the big fella, and he's tackled there. Equally good tackle too. Here's the referee in the background.
We've got him working. So we'll bring him into play whenever there's a issue. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of electrical interference there in the background. I can hear as well. So
yeah, here's Walker with the ball. Goes under another tackle there. He's out over his own 30. Tommy Dixon, quick play. The ball goes himself from dummy half. Oh, intercepted by Kane Cabello. He's going for that corner post, and he comes to the last play, and Harry Douglas grabs him. 5 metres out. He hasn't put him to ground. He unloads it. No, what's Darren Whitbourne saying? He was held. Well, geez, didn't that had to be played there by Kane Cabello. Well done from QB. Rams on the attack. Straight out to Spathis. Spathis, long pass over to Mulheron, who was the star in the first half. Beats one, beats two. He goes to the line and he scored.
Well, there you go.
Well. From an attacking raid by the Aberdeen Tigers, Tommy Dixon out wide there, looking to give it out to his outside backs. On the run too, and then out of nowhere, Kane Cabello has just intercepted that pass. And I thought Kane was going to score, but he was well tackled by Harry Douglas, who tried to grab him into touch. Straight, quick hands that come all the way out to Jordan Mulheron, and Mulheron beat one, beat two, back inside, and scored right next to the upright. So what a turnaround there, Reggie. 28 points to 12. We've had 2 minutes of play. Kick to come by Dennis Spathis.
Yeah, no, great play there. And again, just putting your body on the line for your teammate. And that intercept pass, well read by Kane Cabello. Very well read. Yeah, it's as I said, Aberdeen have been very dangerous in the second half of football, but this is not the start that they would have wanted.
I think it'd be nearly fair to say that if that pass found its mark, Aberdeen could have scored in that corner over there, Reggie.
Yeah, most definitely. Yes. Not going to dispute that, Banco. That was
well read by Kane. Well read by QB. Haven't I got a good week coming up? Listen to him and Mackenzie at work.
You're right. Darren Whitbourne doesn't talk that much.
No, I told you that. You won't get boo out of him.
That's probably why I was panicking that it wasn't working, but he just doesn't talk much.
No mistake there with the conversion by Dennis Spathis. 30 points to 12 on the A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. How do you reckon Aberdeen will react to this, Reggie? Do you reckon they'll turn it up?
Most definitely. I think that is...
There's every chance.
Time to run, guys.
There we go.
That's the first time I've heard Darren talk all year. You know that?
Yeah,
and I'm on the sideline on most games.
Use the whistle.
It's incredible. And the other quiet guy, you've got Tyrese on one sideline.
Yes. Well, here we go, Butto. Brings it. Oh, that's solid defence there, and well driven back there by Matty Hay, leading by example with the assistance of Cameron French.
The problem with Aberdeen, Reggie, is they just can't sustain that defence, which is a real shame.
Yeah.
So there's 2 good tackles there. They made no ground at all there. And here's Luke Cameron. Charges forward, and he makes a good 8 metres. Just shy of his own 30. On to Groove from Button.
Well, we know he does speak, so there we go. I can turn him down now. It's only if there's something that does happen to get a clarification of a penalty.
Here's another one of the bleached bombers, Dennis Spathis out the back. The other guy, Bailey Ellis, is off the field. Here's the last tackle. Goes out to Josh Moffat, who puts the kick downtown, and Harry Douglas, the 1-9, collects it on his own 20, goes across field, and he's dragged and collar roped there by Adam Grew.
Tallis-like.
Yeah, but he did hit the ground. He got dragged back another 3 metres, so I don't know why aren't they allowed to come back to where he first called held and play the ball. Here's Trent Walker at dummy half. Goes himself, and he runs up just shy of 5 metres shy of halfway, about 25 in from touch. Good control of the ruck there by Luke Cameron. Here's Evander Cummings, and Cummings tries to get out of one. He gets over halfway, 10 in from touch. Good tackle around the legs by Geordie Mulheron. Emery at dummy half, out to Hasselman. Long pass out to Tommy Dixon. Tommy Dixon shows and goes. There's no runners. Bounces off one, goes himself. He's tackled right on the Muswellbrook 40.
How strong is he?
It's the last tackle. Trent Walker at dummy half. Nowhere to go, no runners in particular. Short pass back to Tommy Dixon. Rush kick downtown. There's no pressure there for Dom Cooper. He does. He coughs it up onto the 1-9. Short pass on to Hugh Collins, who dives over and scores. There you go.
I
got that, he said. There you go.
I was just reminded when I said no pressure. There was
plenty of pressure.
There was no pressure until he dropped it. You know?
There was 2 players screaming down his face.
Yeah, but it was they didn't go for the ball, did they?
No. Determined pressure they've been going to footy match.
Yeah, but how did he know? He didn't see him coming. He was watching the ball.
You probably heard them coming.
Yeah, Inkham.
You're getting blistered by the people behind us.
Silly Lengo, that's who it is. It's Lengo giving me.
Oh, it's not just him. Jonas heard you say. They all heard us. Yeah, they all heard you.
Jonas didn't hear me. They say that.
Even Dunny heard you. They're all looking at you thinking.
Good on you.
No pressure. They're all talking about it.
Nothing against you, Lengo. 30 to 16 with a kick to come, Reggie.
I think we need to give Lengo a headset.
I reckon we should give it to him now. We used to call the games, you know, me and Lengo, we used to call the games for the Sydney football.
Bring him back.
Afternoon.
Get in his ear.
Josh Emery with a kick to convert this. I don't think he'll have any mistake about this. 30 to 18 it'll be, and they've had 7 minutes of play.
As I said.
The Polyworld A+ contracting scoreboard.
As I said, 2 halves of football, and they're great finishes. It's 30-18 on the A+ contracting and Polyworlding scoreboard. 7 minutes into the second half. Only 2 converted tries.
This will be a biblical turnaround if Aberdeen can get out of this, Reggie. I'll give you the tip.
Well,
Clayton Myers off and Bailey Ellis is back on. They need to shore that middle defence up there, and Bailey Ellis is just the guy to do that. Going back on. Dennis Bathurst with the kick restart goes downtown straight to Haas, and Haas gets the ball and he'll give it on to, is that Melmouth, Reggie?
Yeah, that's him.
Beats
I told
one,
you.
beats 2. He's up into his own 30, 5 shy of his own 30. They've got to found a little new lease of life. Emery out of dummy half. He gets up over the halfway. No support play at the moment. He comes to Adam Grew, and Grew takes him down. 35 out from his own line, centre field. Muswellbrook opened up there. Emery playing well. Tommy Dixon from dummy half finds a gap down in the middle of the field, and he's tackled, hit well in a tackle there by Dennis Bathurst. 15 out from the Rams line. He's calling 6 to go, Reggie.
Yep.
Ball goes to Evander Cummings. Evander Cummings goes himself from dummy half. He's about 9 metres out centre field. Emery at dummy half goes down that left side. Trent Walker shows and goes himself, and he's hit by Josh Moffat there. Can't get him to ground. He still unloads to Tommy Dixon. Dixon walking around. He goes himself, and he's hit there. He's still bounced out in a tackle by Dennis Bathurst, and he scored a try.
Are you going to now take on board what I said about last weekend? 2 halves of football. Aberdeen
3 players left lying in the rug. I'm ignoring you at the moment.
8 minutes of football played in the second half.
Josh Moffat, Dennis Bathurst, and who's the Toby Daniel? Looks like he's knocked a finger out of place there on his left hand, Reggie, when Tommy Dixon bounced out of that tackle. That's incredible.
Mate, it's
2 tries within
8 minutes.
90 seconds.
Yeah, well, it's as I said, mate, Hughes usually goes to work in the second half, and it's where clubs and teams have to be prepared, and they did it last weekend, and this weekend they've done similar, but that was just great vision, young Josh Emery, but it would come off the back of I think Millmouth attracted about 3 or 4 defenders, got on his front foot, played the ball, and that's what opened things up there. So when you've got blokes like Swadling and Huey Collins, and then you can bring on a bloke like that, and Sam Fitzsimmons, you replace him with a Melmouth. Now, I only saw him play last weekend.
Yeah, well, that try was made for mine by Josh Emery, the young boy. He's only 21? 20 years old, Josh Emery, the hooker. Incredible effort running, taking off from dummy half. Muswellbrook, he caught them napping around that, especially that A defender and marker area. They went to sleep big time, the Rams, and goodness me, here's Emery to try and convert that try. About 18 in from touch, 15 out, moves in.
And
Makes
he's
no mistake.
Mate. One converted try, 30-24 on the A+ contracting polybody scoreboard. I told you. Even the bench is up on their feet down here at the moment for the Muswellbrook Rams. They know they're in for a second half of football.
What do you reckon Rosberg will be saying? He's not panicking.
No.
Rozzie's not panicking.
No, but still, you give him a sniff, it's like blood to a shark, mate.
This second half could be very high scoring. Here's the restart by Spathis. Goes downtown. Haas lets it hit his feet, and it bounces sideways onto Melmouth again. Beats one, and that person was Bailey Ellis. Three guys dragging him down. He does go well, this young lad. Here's Huey Collins. Takes it off that short blind side there, and he's tackled. 35 out from his own line, about 25 in from touch. 30 points to 24 here to the Rams. I thought they were going to go on with it seriously. They still could. They unload it in traffic. Gets it onto Matty Hay. Matty Hay charges down this short side here. He's just on halfway. Gets over halfway, in fact. He's tackled by Luke Cameron, trying to slow the ball down. Matty Hay and Luke Cameron, a little bit of a melee. Hay drags him to ground, and the play goes on. Here's Cummings. Goes under a high shot, and is he going to call it? No.
He's pushing our bloke off the ball.
Yeah, mate.
I've got touches there on that.
Yeah, I've got both of them being silly, all right?
Yeah,
so it's just both sides.
Adam Grew appealing
man down,
to
right, mate.
Darren. Time out.
Man down. Scrum, mate. Scrum.
There you go.
That was good.
That's what we want to hear. That's what the referees. It's optional for them to wear it, so we've just heard it firsthand.
Adam Grew was appealing that he's pushing the guy off the ball there.
Yeah. But he said it is happening both sides. They're being silly.
That's true.
That's a fair call from a referee, mate. They're both doing it. They're being silly.
Yeah, Aiden Edwards is on for the Tigers. That was an ordinary turnover there. I see Wade McKenzie just about to come on for the Rams. That was an ordinary turnover by the Tigers. They were really full of running there, and that little drop ball there in the play.
Let's here we go now. The scrum to be fed by Geordie Mulheron.
Button at dummy half, at the base of the scrum, I should say, gets it onto Spathis, and he goes up towards his own 40, centre field. Button at dummy half, gives it on to Ellis, who's full of running. He goes forward, and he's hitting a really good tackle there by Jaden Harshman, who was on, and Richie Graham. Sorry, Huey Collins. Here's Grew, goes down here to this short side. He gets up over halfway. He's tackled by Matty Hay and Aiden Edwards. 40 out from the Tigers line. Ellis goes himself.
That's a better set from Muswellbrook.
Much better set. He gets up over the 30. Button appealing for another indiscretion. Here's Moffat, goes himself. Trent Walker tackles him 20 out. Last tackle. Centre field. Button goes down that short side onto McKenzie. McKenzie throws a pass, not known for his hands. That looked forward from Cubillo onto Dom Cooper, but he gets the ball down in the corner and scores. Good hit back by the Rams, 34-24. The A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. Quick hands out there. Wade McKenzie showing a new lease of life with his hands. I didn't think he had that in him.
Well, there you go. We've seen Brock Gilmore from down there at Greater Brixton. Ball playing front row with Brady Hammond, and of course Swadling's known for it. Now we've got Wade McKenzie in the front row passing. Oh, Isaac Austin as well. But just to update you, the game has been called off down there at Singleton with 7 minutes to go. The Mercy rule coming into play, 62-0.
Goodness me.
Scone, can they be stopped? Big lead up to the grand final. We've got a bit of chat going on out here with the referee. We can't quite get there, so obviously he's got the mic pack on his back, so we'll work that out now. I've spoken to the referee coordinators and put it on your arm, so as when you're turning you can still be picked up. So
who's the referee's coordinator?
That's Jesse Rudder and Matty Edwards helping out now.
Are they here today?
No.
They wouldn't be. Jesse Rudder refereed our game yesterday.
There you go. Matty Edwards, I think he's on parental leave.
Okay. Jesse Rudder doesn't travel any further than Singleton, does he?
No. he was up at... he was down at Greeter yesterday, wasn't
Sorry,
he?
Jesse.
He was at Greeter, wasn't he?
He told us we were last in discipline yesterday.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I think he was questioned by Liam Forum.
Does that surprise you?
Yes, it does.
Come on, Benko.
No, I'm serious, Reggie. Ridiculous statement. Here's Spathis trying to convert the try to go 36. He's 5 from 5 at the moment.
Exactly where Emery moved in and kicked his kick.
No, he's faded it left.
Shanked it. It's
Good record. Good record came to an end there from Dennis.
Well, 2 converted tries would see Aberdeen in the lead. It's 34-24 with 25 minutes remaining in football. Don't go anywhere. We have a game on our hands. And as we've seen, the Aberdeen Tigers are showing glimpses, mate, of some really good execution at the moment.
They have, but it's not enough.
No.
They can't sustain it, Reggie, and Muswellbrook are just, to their credit, the Rams, they hit back every time. So I still think they're well in control of this match. They've played well, and both teams have let some really easy tries in. But the Rams, they just look a little bit more in control. From the kick-off, we've had two tackles, and on this occasion, Dom Cooper takes it, and he's 25 out from his own line. Here's Toby Denyer up over his own 30, centre field. That's the third. Button at dummy half on DeGrew. Real good direct run there. It's still only one out stuff. They look good when they spread it, the Muswellbrook Rams, especially in the hands of Josh Moffat, who's going to get this ball now. Big kick downtown. Goes straight to Jack Price, and he's knocked it on. Well, there's a gift to the Rams, and Jack Price has knocked it on from that kick from Josh Moffat, and he's dropped it.
Surely there's going to be a
on his own 40, so the scrum feed to the Rams will be 20 in from touch, 40 out from the Aberdeen try line. 34-24 here, 25, just under 24 minutes to go, I should say.
Well, I just thought I'd check and see if anyone questioned it, but not one player questioned that from the Aberdeen Tigers. So,
well, why would they? It went forward.
Oh, well, that's one of those debatable ones, mate.
No chance. It went forward. Here's Dennis Spathis from the scrum base. Button at dummy half onto McKenzie. Another good charge from McKenzie. Goes forward. Real good one-on-one tackle there too by that young bloke. Who was that? Is that Fitzy? Fitzy's back on. Yep. Here's Ellis. Show and go. On to Geordie Mulheron. I don't know if he needed to kick that, but he's certainly put pressure on. He's let it roll over the dead ball line. The Muswellbrook Rams are coming through. Lockie Payne in particular.
Back up.
Here he is.
Back up, please.
What are they talking about?
Back. Go back. Just go back, guys. Just go back, mate. I'll sort it out. Go back.
There's a bit of a set to there, Reggie, after he kicked the ball through.
Season comes across, takes him off it.
16 Tigers.
60 from Aberdeen, takes 6 Muswellbrook.
Oh, 16-6 takes
penalty to Muswellbrook.
Yep.
Yeah, West can just hold them up from there. 16, is it? Yeah, just tackling the player after the kick, all right? So it'll be penalty to the Rams.
Mate, I didn't think there was anything in that. I've got to be honest with you, Reggie.
There you go. I think he was committed, but...
I'm sure he was committed, but nevertheless.
There we go. Hang on.
Matty Hay.
Yeah, that's okay. But
it's not, because it was the exact same fucking thing.
Oh.
I can't have your players talking like that, mate, all right? Otherwise I'll end up on the bin. Thank you, mate.
Well done,
There
Darren.
you go. Yep.
Well done, Darren. So
Yes.
Muswellbrook will get the feed back here and the tap restart. More pressure onto the Tigers. Penalty to them, to the Rams.
Not only that, we can't have the players using that language to the referees
And
anyway.
Jacob Button takes a quick restart and he goes straight to Luke Cameron. He's belted in a tackle there. Matty Hay and Huey Collins out the back to Bailey Ellis. A long pass out to Josh Moffat. He goes himself. Good tackle from Tommy Dixon and Trent Walker. 10 out from the Aberdeen line. Button at dummy half. It comes down the left-hand side onto Grew. Grew goes himself. Is he going to try and unload? No, he doesn't. Good tackle there. Is that Matty Hay again? Yes, it is.
Big game for
Captain
Matty
on
Hayes.
captain. Here's Bailey Ellis. He'll go himself. He's trying to unload it. No, he doesn't. He's swung to the ground by Big Fitzy. Still about 5 metres out. Button onto Moffat. Out the back to Spathis. Beats one. Beats two. Juggled
He's going
through
there.
three, and he scored next to the upright.
How did he get
Really
through
ordinary
that?
defence there by the Tigers.
How did he get through that traffic?
Well, ordinary defence is a dead giveaway.
He came straight back into the markers and play the ball.
And I see one of the boys went through was Big Fitzy, and the other guy was Josh Emery, I think. And Josh is down with an injury just in front of his own goalpost there, but really good try from Dennis Spathis there. Reached out and planted it down, 38 points to 24. He'll have no issue converting this from underneath the post.
What's going on down there? Oh. Guys, come on, just pull him back. Come on, pull him back.
There you go. As you've seen, the referee just saying what's going on down there, a bit of words between, just pull it
But
back.
you hear what he said? He went, get over it. You know, play on, you fools.
That's all you want. That's why I said he's a great referee. I love watching him play.
We've had Darren a number of times this season, and he goes all right. Goes really well.
Well, to be able to hear his interaction with the players now and just say, look, your players can't
It's the
talk
first
to me
time I've
like
heard
that.
him talk.
Fantastic.
He's done well.
Oh, just get on with it. Get your players back there. Fantastic. That's the type of interaction we don't get with the referees that people at home can see. That, you know, they're out there. They're not just blowing the whistle and, you know.
Well, I did tell you, Reggie, Muswellbrook looked in control even after Aberdeen did score those couple of tries to get back into this game. I still believe Muswellbrook will look, you know, they still look good. Just a couple of little hiccups there. 20
minutes remaining on the clock, mate. I've got to say to you that now it will take a miracle for Aberdeen. I didn't expect it to, but they want to get back up to the kick-off, so they're charging back up there. So Muswellbrook's not even set.
Well, they know there's time, Reg.
Muswellbrook's not even set. It's 40 points to 24, 16 points down, 3 converted tries, 20 minutes. Easy. But as you can see now, Muswellbrook were in a group. They're sprinting back to get ready for their position for the kick-off. Some of them still aren't in position, and Vander Cummings-Taylor is going to get the ball underway.
Yeah, the restart there, long kick down. It's going down Josh Moffat's throat onto McKenzie, who's come from the try line to gear himself up for that run. I haven't seen Swaddling back on the field, Reggie.
No, good. Good
Aiden Edwards is out there, and Fitzy's back out there.
Well, you want him out there now, I can tell you.
Yeah, certainly do. Melmouth is off.
You want him back out there?
Well, Melmouth came off, and I think for Fitzy, so unless Adam is showing a little injury there, that's interesting indeed. But I know he had a leg injury early in the season, put him out for a number of weeks, plus that suspension didn't do him any good. He wouldn't have been able to perhaps train on it with a leg injury, as Bailey Ellis goes forward. Penalty.
Number 13, called him.
Look at that, he's called an offside penalty there, and not one Aberdeen player questioned it. So the Rams, after that restart, they charge forward to their own halfway line, or to the halfway line from their own end of the field. And here's Moffat with the kick for touch. Going to find it. 40 out they'll be. 10 in from touch.
Well,
the restart by Cubillo onto Denya. He gets belted and he gets dragged back. One of them there is... they're saying he dropped it, but no, he's going to play on, Darren.
Looks a bit sore.
Out the back there from Kane Cubillo onto Wade McKenzie. McKenzie charges forward to Aiden Edwards, who flips him and puts him on his back, but he got into a little bit of a dangerous position there, and Darren spotted it. Aiden Edwards was the tackler.
Let's turn it up and see what we've got here.
Can't. Gus Petman's talking.
Gus.
Then, come on.
Shut up, Gus.
Yeah, we did go over the horizontal, mate. Okay, just a couple. Yeah, that's right. Just a couple of penalties now. Can we just settle them down? And the language as well. Come on, guys. Okay.
Yeah, he's peeling to him.
Yeah, right. But went over the horizontal there. Right. Come on, guys. Let's play the game. Okay. It's a special occasion. Let's just play the game properly.
That's very good.
No, I like that.
That was fantastic.
He's done well there, Darren. Penalty to the Rams. No explanation needed there. He got him into an ordinary position. Here's Adam Grew from
And Matty Hay didn't even argue it.
No.
So there we go.
And he did appeal to the players about the language, which was really good to see. Here's Grew, gets tackled 32 out from the Tigers line. Mulheron now. Players overran him again, so Mulheron had no option but to go himself. About 28 out. 15 in from touch. Here's Grew charging forward. Bowls young Josh Emery out of the road, and I don't think he come out of that well. Players lying in the ruck. They'll score here, the Rams, for sure. Here's Josh Moffat back inside.
Oh, great tackle by Trent.
Well read by Trent Walker. About 11 out now, the Rams. Down that short side, here's Moffat. Little chip through. Where's the chasers for the Rams? But the one iron picks it up and goes over his own dead ball line. So it'll be a line dropout. 40 points to 24 here. 17.5 minutes to go on the A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard.
Well, mate.
Full of running, the Rams.
Now they are. And as you can see, Darren Whitbourne has full control of the match just by his comments there, and even the way he's speaking to the players.
Well, you know what, Reggie?
You said you've never heard him speak.
I haven't, and I'm extremely impressed. And the thing that is highlighted to me out of all those interactions we've had is
the politeness.
Well, the respectfulness.
Yeah.
No one's given it to him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I think it's the way he talks to the players, Reg.
Yeah, definitely.
Well done, Darren. Here's the Rams centre field. 25 out from the Tigers line. Ellis turns it back in under to Adam Grew. He gets tackled. 15 out from the Rams line. Butto, long pass out to Mulheron, short pass out to Luke Cameron. Good tackle out there by Cameron French, is it? Yes. No, Hasselman. Here's Butto, short pass on to Ellis. He'll try and go himself over there, but he's tackled a couple of metres out from the Aberdeen line. They're set both sides of the ruck. Long pass from Button out to Moffat. The go-to man turns it back in under to Denya, and Denya charges at the line. He's under the post. No, just shy, a metre out. Three guys. There's one guy, Aberdeen guy, left lying in the ruck. There'll be time out here. He's down injured. He's
surely
holding a hip there. Is that Harry Douglas?
That's your mate Harry Douglas.
The one iron is down. Doesn't look good for Harry.
I will say this, look, out there today, and we haven't had the referee turned up all the time as we were for the games, but you could tolerate a couple of the F-bombs here and there because of frustration. Not over excessive use of it, and definitely not the other language, but I haven't heard it. And, you know, he's pulling it into line.
No, I've been impressed with the way he's interacted.
Yeah.
And he's got the full control of the game.
Yeah, they've got the respect for him, so...
Time back on. Button at dummy half. Long pass out the back to Ellis. Ellis puts a little chip through. There's no one there except Matty Hay, the captain coach. He
he's tripped over.
Goes to pick the ball up in his own end goal, but he does slip over, and there'll be another line drop restart.
I'll ask you a question because I saw it a couple of weeks ago. Maybe we need our referees... specialist Matty Edward in commentary. But I saw a play at Aberdeen the other day where a player picked up the ball, went to run out of his in-goal area, dropped, his arm carrying the ball, hit the ground. He tried to get up and go again. Isn't that constitute when there's someone chasing you grounded?
In my books, I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Here's McKenzie off the restart, line drop out.
Solid shot. Who was that?
Good
that shot
tackle,
out of the
Ben
line?
Halliwell.
Oh, Ben Halliwell. Great shot on big Wade McKenzie.
Great tackle, right around the legs. I told you, it's the only way to tackle him. Here's Ellis, turns it under to Grew, goes back in behind the ruck. He's bumped off 2, bumped off 3. Someone Swaddling's back on there, grabs him by the collar. Them two are good mates off the field. And here's Muswellbrook, quick play the ball. It was an ordinary play the ball, but he got away with it. Here's McKenzie. McKenzie charges at the line.
One-on-one strip play.
One-on-one strip by Swaddling. Oh. What's he called? He's called a knock-on. No, Muswellbrook lost it first, he's saying, Reggie.
Yep. And Wade McKenzie puts his hand up.
Yeah. No one's arguing. I think Bailey Ellis said something funny there. Someone's injured in the background. Who is that, Reggie?
I think that may be...
Huey Collins.
No, Richie Graham. That's the Sherman tank.
Oh, it is too.
There you go.
For a young guy, you've got good eyes, Reg.
Good looks too, mate.
Why is Ashley shaking her head on the camera?
Oh, that's the quick wit, mate.
Oh, yeah, quick wit. Do you need that as mayor? Do you?
No, I do not talk politics on Footy Fever.
No, good boy. Here's the Aberdeen scrum food, and it goes from Tommy Dixon out to Benny Halliwell. He's on his own 10-metre line. Trent Walker out of dummy half. Shows and goes himself. Good run. It's a loose carry. No, he's called a strip. Could have went either way, really, couldn't it?
Two in there. The second one came in and did it.
Okay.
There we go.
Well explained by Darren
look,
Whitmore.
no one's arguing. This is
no one's arguing, maybe. If the score was closer, do you think they'd be a little bit more aggro?
Well, Aberdeen want to get down the field, but Muswellbrook would want to slow things up. But, you know, like I said, he's just got the respect. He hasn't lost control of the game at all today. 13
and a half minutes to go on the A+ contracting Polyworld scoreboard. It's 40 points to 24 in favour of the home team, Muswellbrook. So the Tigers on the attack. Tommy Dixon from 40 out gives the ball onto Evander Cummings. He beats one, he beats two. He gets the ball onto Dixon. Dixon gets the ball. He shows and goes. He goes himself, Tommy Dixon. Really, that tackle had to be made, and Bailey Ellis did do that.
The real Slim
15
Shady.
metres out. Emery at dummy half. Trent Walker gets the ball, goes across field looking for support. No one there. He has to go himself, and he's tackled directly in front, about 9 metres out from the Rams' try line. They need to score. Short pass, that looked forward a mile, and it was. I seen Tyrese on the sideline here immediately put his hand to his microphone.
I was waiting for confirmation on my line, mate, that's all. That's all.
He's a metre forward, Swallow.
Oops. Oops.
That was good. Did you hear Adam Swallow?
Oh, I did. We apologise.
Did he call a sook? Did he call someone a sook?
Yeah, Grew.
Grew a sook.
Yeah.
We won't use the expletive.
No, I think people heard it at home. We apologise. But
it was
that's the interaction. Yeah, it was.
Well,
and he said, why didn't you call it? And the referee said, I was just waiting for confirmation from my touch judge.
But didn't he say something about Scone?
He said that was the same up at Scone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's good. Anyway, Rams off the hook here. 40 points to 24 here.
Really brings people into the game at home, doesn't it, when you got the referee mic'd up?
It's fantastic. He's Dom
Cooper. I saw that coming. He
spun out of it. He spun out of it.
4 players he's got through.
Yeah, and they all went high on Dom Cooper.
Five.
Dom Cooper would be, 110 kilos?
Playing on the wing.
Yeah, great run from Coop. He's 31 metres out, centre field from his own line. That play had to be made, so well done to Dom Cooper. Here's Grew for the next run. Gets up over his own 40. Button at dummy half. Ball goes on to Mackenzie. He's full of running, Macca, and he's hit by Fitzy. Good run and good tackle. A metre shy of halfway. Button onto Moffat. Moffat short pass out to Denyer. Gets tackled over halfway now, and he's hit by Richard Graham. Matty Hay comes down. Is that Matty Hay?
I think it might have been...
No, it's Evander.
I don't know who that is.
It is Evander.
Was it?
Yeah, here's Josh Moffat.
This is going to be a test.
Midfield bombs go straight down to Jack Price. There is pressure on him this time, and he takes it well. Beats one. And he comes on to... Well done, Geordie Mulheron. He beat one. He went around Chad Jewson, but he stopped like he hit a concrete wall when he came into Geordie Mulheron. Just over 10 minutes to go here in this match. 40 points to 24 in the A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. Trent Walker's had a fair game, Reggie. He's really tried hard.
He has. He's done exceptionally well today and kept his cool too.
French. Had a quiet game, Frenchie. Looking for a quick play the ball. Nothing happening. Ball goes out the back to Tommy Dixon. There's no one there. Tommy Dixon has no choice but to go himself. He does himself. He gives it on to Benny Halliwell. He's over the 30. He's over the 20. He's going to stand up Dennis Spaffis, and he scores in the corner.
Fantastic try. Well executed.
Tommy Dixon.
Well read. I just looked at that. Tommy Dixon just, obviously they were anticipating a kick, Muswellbrook, but the way he carved them up then, but it was the vision. Young Ben Halliwell, all he had to do was pin the earbacks, and he was just making sure he had support on the inside. And
he was looking to pass it, wasn't he?
As soon as he put that accelerator down, it was goodbye Dennis Bathurst.
He certainly didn't back himself early, did he? So he had no choice but to go himself, and he showed great pace out wide. Spathis tried to get him down, but the line was closer.
44 to 28 now.
I did say it was going to be they'll run out of time, the Tigers.
40 to 28. 40 to 28. Well...
Trent Walker's had a good game for the Tigers, mate.
I'll put it to you this way. You're going to say time's going to run out. If he converts this, it's under 12 points, 2 converted tries, and we know that they can put it together.
Well,
Muswellbrook hasn't done anything to slow these opportunities down.
They can, but...
Yeah, they can. And if any team's going to do it, you've got Swadling out there. What I'd be doing right now is getting Melmouth out there in some positional change and let the backs run right.
Well, I can't see him standing up. There's no one there.
No, he's sitting down on the bench down there, just past Aidan Edwards' big head. I can't see.
I'm glad you said that.
Oh, Aidan. Oh, I love you. There we go, Joshy Emery from the sideline. He's got it. He's got it. No.
Waved away.
Just.
It's a 2-try game, 40-28. Eight and a half minutes to go.
I'm telling you, this is going to be an interesting finish.
Yeah, righto.
Well, do you think that... Okay, I'll make a prediction. Aberdeen will score in the next 4 minutes. You heard that, Dunny? 4 minutes. Aberdeen will score in the next 4 minutes.
Been a cracker of an afternoon, Reggie, hasn't it?
And then we've got to show... Yeah. But as you said, it's the little things. You said that no one's questioning the referee. He's earned their respect today.
Let's see how it goes if it gets a little tighter.
Yeah.
One more try to Aberdeen, a converted try to Aberdeen. Let's see how the narrative goes then.
Yeah. But
Here's the restart from Spathis. Good kick down to Matty Hay.
Why would you pick him out?
Yeah, charges straight at Lockie Payne, gets through him, and who's that? Adam Grew. Good tackle from Gruey.
Well, he is having a season off after this, he has told me today, confirmation.
Okay, here's Swaddling, goes forward, and he charges at Wade McKenzie. Good tackle around the legs from Macca and Bailey Ellis over the top. They're calling for a loose carry, and he gets it. He gets it.
Fucking hell.
Lost me, mate. Lost me. Hey. Careful.
As soon as they say you blow it out.
I don't see any hand on it, mate. So.
I see nothing. That's why you shouldn't say nothing.
Mate, no more, please.
We'll turn that off there.
Why? I think the people at home like that sort of that conversation.
That's why they're saying you haven't seen nothing, so don't say nothing.
No, I think that was Trent Walker.
No, it was Swaddling.
Okay. Trent was in there putting his case forward.
It's all right, mate. Just go.
It's an ordinary turnover by the boys, but it was a good tackle by the Rams, so they forced that error. Harry Douglas, I reckon, is carrying an injury. Reggie's limping, trying to get back into the position. So it's the Rams' ball, centre field. They're about 34 out from the Tigers' line. Here's McKenzie. Throws a dummy, goes himself, and he's tackled there by Josh Emery. About 22, 23 metres out from the Tigers' line. They can put the Tigers to bed here. Here's Denya. Denya goes forward. Another one-up stuff. He's dragged backwards again. Good tackle by Big Fitzy, and he's lost it. Geez, similar loose carry, Reg.
Just turning on the microphone.
No one. Toby Denya's the only one appealing for that, but that's no different to what just happened with Swaddling.
Yeah, no. We'll leave it turned down just in case while they're in the huddle in the scrum.
I'd like you to listen to them.
I don't like the language coming through for the young kids at home that like to look back at it.
It's not that bad.
Give it a rest, camera lady.
Glad you don't sit on the sideline too often.
Here we go.
Here's Haas from the scrum base.
You won't find me yells and swearing at a referee from the sideline. I'd like to give him advice.
No, you do it all with me, one-on-one. Is that Melmouth? No, that's Matty Hay. And he's lost it. Loose carry. No, he's called it. Strip.
Right in front of me. No, you don't.
Bailey Ellis is appealing.
Right in front of me.
Yeah, well, see, they walk away.
Yeah, but he put it to bed early, Darren, the referee. Put it to bed early. Happened right in front of me.
Now, that could be falling short.
So Haas kicks for touch. Aberdeen on the attack here. Rams will not want to go to sleep. There's 5.5 minutes to go. 40 metres to 28 from the tap restart. Frenchie slides over. Virtually a voluntary tackle.
That's another penalty.
It's another penalty, and it's
Time
given.
off. Time off. Captain.
Let's see how it goes here, Reggie. 5 minutes to go. Adam Grew. No, you've lost it.
No, he just didn't. He was facing. He's got to have it on his arm. Any more penalties, and it'll be going into sin bin.
Is that what he said?
Come on, hang on. Let me get right out of the way. Okay, I'll go back to the 10. Hang on. Wait.
No, he did say that.
Wait for me.
He did say going back to the 10.
Let's go.
Here's Swaddling. Goes straight into the throng of Rams defenders, Ellis and Grew. 30 out. 20 in from touch. Here's Trent Walker out the back to Dixon, who's had a cracker of a game. On to Cummings. Cummings stands up Cubillo. He's tackled, but he gets the ball away to Ben Halliwell. And Halliwell, they're going to drag him over the sideline. No, they don't. He's only a metre shy of that. 15 out from the Rams line. On to Evander Cummings again. Goes down that short side. You've got to be
why
careful.
did he
That's only the
do
second.
that?
Was that the second tackle, Reg?
No, that's just silly. Now, okay, that blows out. If they're going to play like that, they're not going to score in the
to go.
time that I said.
They still had 4 tackles to go.
Yeah.
Inside the Rams' 20.
They need to force an area here, Aberdeen, that's for sure.
That's just dumb play. Sorry, but that's silly. Here's Gruey, gets the ball, goes under a high tackle by Swaddling. It was close to the mark. They're appealing. Button's doing his very best Jeff Turvey impersonation, and he goes from dummy half himself, but his fellow hooker Josh Emery takes him just shy of the 40. Mulheron at dummy half, and he gives it on to Ellis, who's full of running. He gets up over halfway. Good run. Tackled well there by Richard Graham, and Emery play the ball onto Button, onto Mulheron, who puts a downtown bomb up. It's going straight down Harry Douglas's throat. He takes it well, beats one. No, he doesn't. And who's that?
Number 14 from Muswellbrook.
That is Clayton Meyer. Clayton Meyer. Good tackle from Clayton. Made that one as well, who went from dummy half. Tigers, there's 3.5 minutes to go. 40 to 28 points down. 2 tries in it. Converted tries. Can Aberdeen pull off a miracle?
No, not now. They can't. If they duffed it down the other end.
Yeah, that was just
play.
silly. Here's Trent Walker looking for some space out wide. He gives it and pops it straight up to Denya. It went loose. It came loose. Play on. Gives it on to Cubillo. Gets it back inside. He pumps the fist as he goes over in front of the scoreboard. That wraps it up. 44 points to 28. Kick to come.
And again, it comes from that. They duffed it down the other end here, mate. They had the opportunity to just get to that set and finish off. And some individual trying to win the individual efforts there from Aberdeen are gone either way. So the crowd starts to leave the ground here.
Yeah,
so.
Unfortunately, poor old Trent Walker, who's had a good game, and coughed that ball up in a 3-man tackle, and it went straight into the arms of Toby Denya.
He needed to try something in that.
He had to. He was looking for space out wide. He was actually looking to pick up his outside backs there in Frenchie and...
Trent Walker's been best on field.
Evander Cummings, and also the young boy out there on the wing.
He's been best on field for him.
Who's that?
Trent Walker.
He's certainly been up there. Matty Hay hasn't had a bad game
Matty
either.
Hay, but I've got to say Trent just consistent, and that's crushing for someone who's given him all, given it its all today. And
despite his 10 minutes in the bin, Josh Moffat has been outstandanding, and so too has Geordie Mulheron.
But well officiated.
Adam grew again.
He's kept control of it. It could have blown up certain times here, and
we got 2 teams that, let's be fair, dinkum, don't like each other.
Yeah, I look at the little drinks boy out here, mate. He's about shin high.
How good is that?
He'd be about 2, wouldn't he?
No, he's not 2, is he?
He'd have to be 2. He's having the time of his life.
What a legend. Is that Rozzie's young fella?
Yeah, it is. There you go.
Goodness me.
But no, in all honesty, mate, I think Darren Whitbourne's done an absolutely fantastic job, and it's been great to hear his comments. But it's the way that you speak to players, as you said. And he's jumped straight in it. He didn't let Bailey Ellis continue on with it. He just said, no, it was right in front of me. I've seen it. Back on side. So
Spathis moves in. 23 metres out, punches it again. I like that action, but he's waved away again. So 44 points to 28 in the A+ contracting and Polyworld scoreboard. 1 minute to go on the money.
So that would mean now
we'll have 1 tackle.
Aberdeen mathematically can't make.
No chance.
Not make it. Today was the day.
Well, Gruder Brankston's the closest now. I think this will take. Does this take Muswellbrook to 12 points?
Yep, somewhere in that vicinity.
10 or 12 points.
And of course, Wednesday night, the midweek game.
It'd be interesting to see
we might go up and sit down and watch that together, Benko.
No chance. It's too cold. Not a chance in hell I'm going up there, Reggie.
I'll be there.
What sort of side do you reckon Aberdeen will put on the park in that reserve grade game, Reggie?
I think that...
against Gruder, because there's a real close battle in the reserve grade ladder, Reg.
I think that a few players might need after today some...
Well, Aberdeen reserve grade are going exceptionally well. Here's... we're winding down last 10 seconds of this first grade clash. Here's Adam Grew. Gets to his own 40. 10 in from touch.
He'll play the ball.
They'll have 1 play left.
Out the side.
Button at dummy half. Just put it into touch as Geordie Mulheron does. That's full time. 44 to 28, Reggie.
Yes, well.
Muswellbrook looked always in control.
Adam Grew, a massive match, I've got to say. And Wade McKenzie.
Oh, Josh Moffat was outstanding. Kane Gabillo, I told you before the game.
I told you I like the ball in here.
Kano was laid up with COVID for a week, and he was so much looking forward to coming back and playing. And
well, that centre spot.
The boys are fit. The boys are fit.
Well, that centre spot fits him for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that he's had his issues there at fullback, but I like him in the centres.
No, he reads the game well, Kane, and all the boys played exceptionally well. So there you have it. A Muswellbrook win on their home ground. In finish off round 11. We've already seen that Scone has defeated Singleton down there at Singleton.
And well done to their referees in their interpretation and everything as well. I've got to say that was fantastic to be able to listen in and, put to bed some of our questionable things that we normally say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know we didn't say it that way, but to be able to listen to it, and for those at home, and Benko, great job. Thank you very much.
No, thank you, Reggie. And it's been a big day for you and Ash and all the family. And as I said before, mate, you've done well out there. And, sad for the family because he was such a champion young bloke, Adam. And also to Thelly Lingan. We had Lingo. I was talking to Lingo off air at half-time, and he was ribbing me from the background here behind us. But
full respect for the Langdon family as well. So
good on you.
My thoughts and wishes with them. So
good on you, mate.
That's it from us from the Footy Fever. Until next week, we'll see you at the game.